I think I'm the third video for the day on Haps. So it is food, it's cooking time, it is nearly 5:30, which is the usual time I start cooking on a weekday. And we're going to be cooking one of my favourite meals I have not done for a long time. It involves, in fact, you've got to guess what I'm cooking, okay? It involves mincemeat, a sauce, cheese, and probably the most popular thing that'll probably give it away begins with P-A-S-T-A. It's pasta. So I'm doing a spaghetti bolognese. Whoops, dropping everything on the floor. Now I did make a stew this morning. That's for tomorrow. It's not for today. But they have been cooking all day, and it looks really nice. So let me just take some of this water. I'm going to pour this into a saucepan. Can you see this? And I'll bring you down in a minute. So I'm going to put the spaghetti in here and get this boiled. Bring it back up to boiling point and boil the spaghetti. And then we're going to cook the mince. It's really, really quick and easy. One of my favourites. You can add carrots to this if you wanted to. That's one thing I've learned doing HelloFresh. I'm just going to have to get my spaghetti out of the cupboard. So bear with me just a minute. Where's it gone? I just put a load of spaghetti at the front, so yeah, I found it. That was the usual spaghetti that I've got. So let me know how the connection is, guys. I'm using Haps. I should say that I get a bit fed up of saying it all the time, obviously, but I have to make sure I let you know that I'm using Haps, and it is a new app. Go and download it. You get free coins, and you can share them with your favourite broadcaster. And there's 3 things you could do on Haps, which I'd love you to do, and that's share this broadcast, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to me, and finally, if you really want to, sponsor me, because you know how many broadcasts I do. It's not like you're going to suddenly not stop. It's not like I'm suddenly going to stop doing it once. In fact, that'd encourage me to do more broadcasts. So thank you, Monica. Hello, hola, ¿cómo estás? Thank you for the Appreciate You Award. I was going to say Maura then. It's because I've got a friend called Moira. Monica, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I'm going to bring you down, so hopefully the connection will stay okay, and so you can see what I'm about to do. Hello, Dina. How are you doing? I'm using the big pan today. We're going to be using the big pan. I'm going to put the spaghetti into this hot water, like so. Some people just leave it in like that. Or some people like to break it up. Leave it in whole. That's the best thing. And I'm going to put that on the side. I'm going to get some salt and put some salt into this water, because you know the best pasta, it has to be cooked in salt water. Did you know that? So you want a good amount of salt in your water. In fact, I've actually got some table salt here. I'm actually going to put some table salt into that water because you want it really salty, okay? That's the best pasta. I'm going to use some more pasta here. So, hello, Silver. How are you doing? Let me know how your day's going. Is it going really well? Is it going really bad? So I'll put some more pasta in there. And then we're going to heat this up because this needs to... We can add some garlic. We're going to add... Well, it's only a pasta sauce that I'm using. So obviously it's just tomatoes. There's a bolognese sauce. It's actually with tomatoes, red wine, onions, extra virgin olive oil, and herbs are in this sauce. But I'm going to add some garlic in here as well. You could add some carrots if you wanted to. So let's get this nice and I'll add a little bit of oil, but not loads, just like that. Okay. So yeah, this is really, really simple. It's a really simple dish. I'm sure you've made this many times before. I like using this big dish. I've been using the smaller one, but I do like to use this big dish. Because you can see everything in this. I'd love to make. If you've got any suggestions of anything you want me to make using this, do let me know, and I shall have a look into it. And I was actually going to make the sloppy joes, sloppy joes, but I didn't go to the supermarket to get all the ingredients. So what else are you making with spaghetti? So I'm going to be making a bolognese. So it's going to be just this spaghetti bolognese. So it's a typical English recipe, really, even though it's pasta. Or a lot of pasta dishes, you add it to the pan. But with the English version, a lot of people just take the spaghetti and put the bolognese on the top. So it's super easy. You can have some cheese on there as well. So we'll grate some cheese up on the top. It's really nice, really, really tasty, and it's very simple. So a simple dish today. And then I think tomorrow I'm going to be making, again, my favourite. I made the stew already. Nice, simple stew. And all the vegetables that I did this morning. Whoops. Okay. I seem to have a good connection tonight, which is good. And I say that and then it all goes wrong. So this is just going to get nice and hot. If you've got any other recipes to use this dish, I would love to know your recipes. Enjoy. I'm currently working on my garden. Okay, Monica, thanks for coming in then. Thank you for the Appreciate You award. I do like that. And then, yeah, if you're wondering why she says see you later, boyfriend, it's just the thing we've got going on, isn't it, Monica? When we're in Alexis's scopes, it kind of sends a message to people to say, yeah, we're in the house and we're watching. So I'm just going to wait for this to heat up, and then we're going to start the bolognese. You can have this with garlic bread as well. I do like it usually garlic bread, but I don't think we've got any garlic bread. Let me check. I don't think I have. No, I've not got. I don't have any garlic bread. I know. So we're just gonna let this heat up just another minute or so. Might add a little bit more water to that. Let me just boil some more water. Great thing about kettles. Let me know. Do you own a kettle? Do you own a kettle? Do you use a kettle? Because they're a great way just to boil water quickly, and so when you, as I say, when you're cooking stuff, you can easily just add hot water to your pan, and it saves you so much time. Dina says, "Oh well," exactly. Oh well. So the amount of meat that I'm using here, guys, I think it's 500 grams. Now, when I use HelloFresh, it's usually about 350, but for the sake of 150 grams that you may not use, just use it all, because it's just easier. Otherwise, you're finding there's meat, you might not use it for anything else. Maybe make some burgers or something. I do actually have a burger press that I need to use at some point. So I will be making burgers next week with this garlic. It's a burger press. So you can make your own burgers using the meat. So I will get round to it. Let's pop this in then. So I'm going to turn this over. Drop that in. Get rid of this paper. And then I'm going to get there's my spoon. It's very, very simple. Let's just break this up. This is why I need the mix and masher. It looks a bit of a funny colour, but it's only if it's been in the fridge. I mean, I usually would leave it out. So I should say it was when I bought it. It went into the freezer, and then it's had time to. It's been in the fridge, so it's just a little bit. It's not at room temperature. I would normally use it at room temperature first. Remember, always use a wooden spoon on metal pans. I have a hot water. I have hot water turn that is up. That is up all week long. You have hot water. Just moving that around. I think this is definitely beef mince, isn't it? Let me just double check. I'm certain it's beef mince. Oh, this is pork mince. I thought it was different. I thought it wasn't. This is pork mince. Yeah, so this is pork mince. We're actually having a spaghetti bolognese with pork mince instead of beef mince. I normally would use beef mince. That's why it's a different colour. I was wondering why it was a slightly different colour. Yes, this is pork mince. So you'd normally use beef mince. I'm just going to let this cook away nicely. I'm going to add the rest of that water to my pasta. Just cover it up slightly. That's it. So let me know what you've been up to today, guys. I went for a walk. I was going to go to Starbucks and I decided not to. But I did. How many steps did I do? Let me just check. I've done 13,000 steps today. Look, I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes you can't see it. Can you see there on there? Oops. 13,000 steps. It's currently 5:30. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this pork. Just slightly seasoning it. Okay, I did put all the rest of the peppercorns in here. Can you all see that, everybody? That's a bit better, isn't it? I should have tried the 2-camera view, but the thing is, as I say, is when I use my phone and I turn on personal hotspot, if I was connected to broadband, it would be fine. But it doesn't like this signal for some reason, the connection. So I've not been out for a walk today, but I've been being a lazy bones. So it's usually me that. So just breaking this up. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of steps today. Dancing this morning. I exercised this morning. It's getting there, guys. Dina says she's done 3,844 steps. Well done. Well done, Dina. Keep it up. But don't forget, though, it's half the day already there. So, well, not just half the day. I mean, you've still got half the day to go. So you might get another 3,000 steps in. Because they say you need to do about 10,000 steps a day. But I don't see it like that. I say, well, if you do at least maybe 50,000 steps a week, that's acceptable, because then you've got 2 days off. And you probably will get that anyway on an extra 2 days. So you sort of can do 5,000 on a weekend. Do you know what I mean? And then another 5. But as long as you do your 10,000 each day as best you can, as long as you get 50, you know, they would say like do 70,000 a week. But give yourself a day off. You know what I'm saying? So 50,000 a week is at least the aim. Okay, it's just coming together nicely now. So as I say, I would normally use beef mince. This is pork mince. So we're just going to get it to just slightly go brown. Make sure there's no pink bits. Hello, Linda. How are you doing? I haven't seen you for ages. You watching me on Twitch? How's the experience on Twitch? I think Alexa said she went onto Twitch and she had 4 viewers. So I think the most I've had on Twitch so far is about maybe 6 or 7. I'm not sure. Hello, Knowledge from, is it Lynchburg? Where's Lynchburg? I saw you in another broadcast. And I can't remember which one it was. It was in Jess's broadcast, I think it was. I think it was Jess's broadcast. So this is nearly done. There's just a few little pink bits. I'm just wanting them to cook. The pasta's cooking away nicely as well. Pasta don't take too long. I think a lot of people overcook their pasta. in general, when it comes to cooking pasta. I think the most depends on what type of pasta it is. Did you know each pasta has a different way of cooking? So there's lots of different shapes of pasta. And the different types of pasta is for the different types of dish. It's to how they hold the sauce and the different types of dish that you have. Don't think you can have a certain type of pasta with a certain dish. It has to match the dish. Did you know that, guys? Maybe we should do it. In fact, that's a really good idea, Alexis. If you're watching this, we could do like a. We should maybe the next challenge after. So we do this. We've done the soup. We do the desserts. Maybe after that, we should go around each country in the world. So try different countries' food. So everybody could do an English dish, or everyone could do an American dish, or an Italian dish, or a French dish, or an Australian dish. And it would mix it up quite a little bit. And then we sort of see people's impressions of the food. And then we have the professional from that country doing their dish, like the most popular dish or something. But I don't think I'm getting I don't know what. I could probably do an English full breakfast or something. I think that would be a really good idea. Or maybe not from like the country, but from the area they live, like Yorkshire or Miami or Southeast Georgia, that sort of thing. Because we've all got a local dish, haven't we? You should make. Oh, I could make pasta. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't have the machine though to be able to do it. Right, I think that's all right now, guys. So next thing I'm going to do to this, I'll put the light on so you can see. That's a bit better. A bit bright though. Just going to leave it for about a minute or so because I'm going to. In fact, we're going to add in some garlic. Just going to add a little bit of garlic in here because I don't. Sometimes you can never taste the garlic in the sauce. So we're going to add it in now. Could even add some onions if you wanted to. So let's add some garlic to this. Mix that in. Oh, that smells good. I'm not going to add any more in because there's more garlic already in the sauce. Love the smell of garlic. Really mix that in. You could add spices in here, but we're going to add it all in the sauce. So it looks good to me, everyone. We've added the salt and pepper in already. So let's add in the sauce. Ooh. That didn't sound too good, did it? It's definitely okay. It's just the way it went in then. It was quite a funny sound, wasn't it? I'm just going to mix all this sauce in. I'm just wondering if I've got any more tomatoes in my cupboard. I do need to stock up on cupboard food. So it's not, there wasn't really much in that, was there? Get rid of that. Recycle your jars if you can. No. Let me just check I've got any more tomatoes. Actually, it might just change the whole. Actually, I'm not going to bother. No, I'm not going to bother. Let me check on my. Check on my pasta. Pasta's cooking nicely, guys. I will add some herbs though. Give it a bit more taste. And we'll do the cheese after. I'm going to do some cheese. Grate some cheese. So let's add some herbs into this. That's better. Italian herbs. Remember, guys, this is pork, not beef. I know it's very fancy with the herbs. I would add some parsley into this, or basil, sorry, basil, but my basil's growing. This is my basil, look. Actually, I don't want to get too close, otherwise that should be alright. This is my basil, look. My basil's growing, so I would usually add some basil to that. Let's grate some cheese. This smells really nice. I would usually have a bit more sauce than this, so but it's okay. Let me know what you would add into this. Any suggestions? Might add a little bit of ham actually into this. That sounds a bit crazy. Do you know what I'm going to add into this? I'm going to add some turkey, roast turkey. So a bit more meat. So it'll be turkey and pork. Or you could add ham or anything else you want to add. Remember, you can add anything to a dish. Hello, Alexis. Lovely to see you. So we're frying off some pork mince. We've added some tomato. We've added like a bolognese sauce, but there's not a lot. I'm going to add a bit of turkey. I've got some turkey. So I'm just going to break some turkey up into here. It just gives it a bit more of a texture. Love turkey. Turkey's really low on points. So you could add some carrots into this, grated carrots. Yeah, anything you like. Gives it a bit of a difference. You see feet. I'm going to try out. Well, I can't really try out on any other camera position because I don't have really another camera to use. And it won't work because whenever I use my phone and I'm live streaming, I can't use another device because I could do it on Periscope, but not with Haps. It won't allow me to. So we've just added a bit more meat in this. This is gorgeous, this turkey. It's all like a turkey bolognese. That is delicious. Okay, let's just do the cheese. So here I've got some extra mature cheddar. Yeah, I would add an extra tin of tomatoes to that, but I don't think I've got any more. So. Let's just taste the cheese. Who loves cheese? That's gorgeous. Seriously, British cheese. That is so creamy. Oh, it's delicious. Let's grate the cheese. Now, when you grate your cheese, do you use the big grater or the small grater. I think your pasta's nearly done. I like to do a bit of both. Not having too much though. I think if in a past life I was probably a mouse. Just love all the cheese. Oh yes. I think I need to go to Italy one day. Not far away. Well, this is nearly ready. My grated cheese is ready. Okay, not sure. Okay, so normally, typically, you would take the pasta. In Italy, they would take the pasta and add it to the dish. But the British way, we don't do that. We take the pasta. We're going to put the pasta on the plate. And then we're going to put the bolognese on the top. And then cover it with cheese. So it's sort of like a cheater's way of doing it. But so let's get this ready then. Trying to do it as best so you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Can you all see that, guys? Okay. Let me grab these. I need something with pasta to be able to get pasta out of the dish better than a pasta fork or something. Yeah, there's quite a lot. Let me just get that off. And I'm going to get the spoon. I'm going to take our bolognese, just put that on the top. This got turkey in, remember? There we go, that's a lot. But okay, and I'm going to put some cheese on the top. And just go around. You can add a bit of basil, as I say, on it, but my basil's still growing. And then that'll just all melt. And usually with garlic bread. So there we go, guys. That is my bolognese with turkey. It's got a bit of garlic in there as well. So I'm going to go and eat this now, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to share out and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And if you want to, you could sponsor as well and send awards. So thank you, everybody. I shall see you all again tomorrow. Very simple, very quick. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you later. Bye, Alexis.